in the dirt. Is that in the dirt? Do y'all see in the dirt? Nah, I don't see no dirt, but I do see the Philadelphia Eagles logo. Like my boy say, like my boy Philadelphia would say, yeah, warm it up though. Yeah, let's get this on the. Let's go and get this right started right now. First of all, I'm gonna talk about my college football team, the Tennessee Volunteers, who had a very impressive win at South Carolina. I'm sorry, at Tennessee. And then in Tennessee, they won the game 45-20. They wound up beating the South Carolina Gamecocks 45-20. That's what you call a very moral victory because we won the game by 25 points. So what more can you say about that? Now, enough of that. Let's go ahead and get to the main reason why I made the video. As you can see, the boy that wears the #1 jersey, I'm talking about Jalen Hurts. He impressively won the game today, but the only thing about it though, he threw for 198 yards, no touchdowns, 1 pick, but he was able to run for 2 touchdown plays. I will say that. And then the other touchdown play was actually a run from the other running back. I think it was either Sanders or it was Gaineswell. One of them guys ran from the so the Eagles won 3. They had 3 touchdown plays, and all 3 were runs. 2 by the quarterback, 1 by the running back. So, ain't nothing you more can say about that. You know what I'm saying? But he did throw for under 200 yards passing. I think he threw for 198. I think that's what it was. But he had more attempts. He had less attempts, he had more attempts, less completions. For so many yards passing because he had a difficult time getting the ball out because kind of were playing more of coverage downfield. So that's one of the reasons why he had less passing yards in this game alone. But see, if you look at all the passing and the running, it's over 200 yards from scrimmage, passing and running. You know what I'm saying? So, but the defense, wow. What more can I say? This video, it really goes out to the defense because the defense did well. And for the first time in a long time, looked like Nick Sirianni screaming in last week's loss to the who was it? Wasn't the 4 that won the Cowboys. I forgot what team it was. I can't think of off the bat. But I'll think of as the video goes on. But anyway, last week's loss was led to him screaming at the offensive coordinator, at the defensive coordinator and the entire offensive staff and entire defensive staff, because he went, from what I was told, they said you could hear him scream and yell because he didn't like the way the game was being played defensively, offensively, and special teams. And we will get to special teams later in this video as well. But anyway, I'm stick to what I was talking about a few seconds ago. So, I guess the yelling made its mark in today's game because some things had to change defensively because in the last 4 games, or maybe the last 3 or 4 games, it's crazy how he said what he said. They said he cut it. They said he did a lot of cussing too. So I mean, sometimes you gotta say and do certain things to make sure people understand where you want to come from. Because see, in the Atlanta Falcons game, things were going extraordinarily well defensively, offensively, and special teams. But the last 3 games, the 49ers, the Cowboys, and I still can't think of off the bat who that third loss we lost to. But anyway, those games, things wasn't going extraordinarily well because something had to change defensively. So Jonathan Gannon did what he was supposed to have been doing the last 3 or 5 games. He's supposed to have made some adjustments in all those games, and he did not make no adjustments. It was the same defense week in and week out, where all the defensive backs was all out in coverage, the linebackers in zone. When you continue to put your defensive players in zone coverage, teams are going to pass every down. They're going to run every down. So those games that we were witnessing, the last three losses, the Eagles could probably easily been 4-1. It could have been easy 4-1. I would say the 49ers game was an outright loss. You know what I'm saying? But the last three games, the last two games that we lost before today's win, could have been victories. Had he adjusted from the 49ers game and just in the Cowboys game and the other game that we lost, we could have been easy 4-1. So Gannon is the reason why we lost those three or four losses leading to today's win. And from what I saw out on the field today, I saw a lot of stunts on the front four, which is what we should have been doing from week in and week out. We should have been doing stunt plays. Defensive linemen should have been going, when you rush two defensive tackles, defensive ends could cross and come up the middle or come up the side and get to the quarterback. They done it because they got 5 sacks in this game. It was either 4 or 5. I think it was 4 sacks. It was either 4 sacks or 5. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm going to stick with 4 sacks. We got 4 sacks in this game. And 3 interceptions. Slay got 2, Nelson with 1. So that's how you play defense. For the first time in a long time, Darius Slay got 3 interceptions. I don't think he had. I think the last time he had 3 picks, and when he was in Detroit, when he played for the Detroit Lions, at the last time he played, he had 3 interceptions. That's the most he's had in the past 3 years of his career. Steven Nelson is also known for picks, so this is the first time he had interception in quite some time. Don't forget now, Nelson came over from Pittsburgh, and Slay came over from Detroit. Matter of fact, he was a Detroit Lions second or third round pick back in 2015 or 16, somewhere along up in there. He was a Detroit Lions pick, and throughout his years, he had been known for being a lockdown corner. And he has locked down Deshaun Jackson. He has locked down a lot of offensive wide receivers in his career. So for him to come from Detroit and to come from Detroit to come to the Eagles last year and only had 1 interception, that's not really good. That's not really saying anything. But today, he has 2 interceptions in today's game, and last week's game he had 1 INT, so he got 3 for the year so far. If the defense keep playing the way they're playing in today's game, we can have plenty of pick sixes and plenty of sacks. Like I said, the Eagles brought pressure on Sam Darnold in this entire game. So this is the first time the Eagles in a long time have outright defensively won a football game, which is more I can say from week 1 game against the Atlanta Falcons. So when you play, like I said earlier in the video, when you play zone coverages in 80% of your snaps, teams are going to pick you apart offensively with passing and running plays. You know what I'm saying? And so the Eagles in the last 3 games were victimized by teams with high-powered offenses. And that can cause you to lose games off the map, and it get the fan base fed up and tired because the last 3 games the fan base was hard about Jonathan Gannon and the way he plays and the way he played them zone coverage games. The way he played them, the way he disguised coverage today was the most I've seen the Eagles defense, and for the first time Fletcher Cox had got a sack. The man have had a sack since week 1. You know what I'm saying? And so, since week 3 against the Cowboys, because he had a sack and he had a fumble recovery for a touchdown against the Cowboys. So that's the first time he had a sack in 2 games. Now he got 2 for the year. But Hargrove got 6 sacks. He's on pace for double-digit sacks this year. If everything goes well defensively, the Eagles could win they can win the remaining games because our next game now against Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and that's a Thursday night game. So this win was very important. Very important. Because had we not won today's game, more likely the game against Tampa Bay Buccaneers we would have lost. So maybe the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game, maybe it's a win, maybe it's a loss. I don't know. It depends on how well the Eagles play offense in next 4 days, because see, now it's a short week. They gotta get prepared for Tampa Bay Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That gives them on 3 days to prepare for a team they haven't played yet. But this is a game that Tom Brady was probably looking for, because if you got to remember, when the Eagles beat Tampa Bay, the Eagles beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl back in 2018. The last 3 years, he's been hooping and hollering about the Eagles and the way the Eagles beat him. So he has had a grudge against the Philadelphia Eagles. Had a grudge. So this week's game, it wouldn't surprise me not if they bring all that up. It wouldn't surprise me not if Tom Brady get a lot of interviews and talking about the game against the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles going on the road again to play Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's not a home game; it's a road game. So it could be a tough game. No question about that. Can we win? Yeah. If Eagles defense play the way they played today and hit some Tom Brady, I don't expect the Eagles to sack Tom Brady, because Tom Brady is known for getting rid of the ball very quickly. So, but the Eagles can hit him a few times, you know what I'm saying, and disrupt his timing on his timing throws, on timing routes, the Eagles could go win the football game out the bat. But I'm not gonna speak more about that, because in Thursday's game, I'm gonna make a key to victory game against Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But right now, I'm not gonna get more into details of how the Eagles should win the football game. But I will say, if the Eagles play the way they played today on defense, this could be another victory that put the Eagles at 3-3. That put us a half game above 500 for the first time since week 1. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm sorry. Week 2, because when the Eagles played before that, lost the game in week 2. So they were 1-1. So that's half game. So yeah, for the first time since week 2, the Eagles will be a half game above 500, which would be very nice going to the stretch of the game of the season until we get our bye week, because our bye week is like 13 or 14. Week 13 or week 14 of this season. That's a long trip before our bye week. And when we get there, I hope the Eagles to be like either half game or maybe 2 or 3 games over 500 before the bye week comes to play. So we'll see how that goes. But today's game, 21-18, was a moral victory. It's a game that we needed to win, and I'm just glad that Steven Nelson was able to intercept that ball to end the game. Because sometimes you do need a nail in the coffin to win games. And so today's game, that interception was with a nail in the coffin. And I'm so happy that we won this game. Like I said, Jalen Hurts had 198 yards passing, less attempts, more attempts, less completions. But he was able to get into the end zone twice on runs. So, but the interception led to kind of getting the 18 points that they had. So, I mean, it's still a lot of problems we got to fix. The Eagles for the first time had less than 10 penalties. So they had about 7 or 8 penalties in this game. So for the first time, the Eagles have been under double-digit penalties for the first time all season. So if they continue to work on those penalties, everything will work on fine, because the penalties can cause momentum of games. Everybody knows that. The more penalized you be, the more chances of you hurting your offense or hurting your defense, depending on who makes those type of penalties. You know what I'm saying? And so, but for them to put Mailata on the right side was wrong. I really don't know why they put him there. That was crazy, because them 2 sacks could have been avoided on Hurts because the same guy, what's his name, Bidwell or somewhere, whatever his name was, he sacked Hurts twice in that game, and the man got by Marlon twice, and that's not good to put somebody on a side that he's not accustomed to playing. They should kept Marlon on the left side where he's been known to play extraordinarily well. They should put somebody else right there on the right side. Why put him there? I don't get it. Maybe they thought about experience, but no, you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely pretty good that the victory was accomplished today. Because I thought for a minute the Eagles, well, let's speak on confidence. The Eagles' confidence was shot in the first, second, and third quarter of this game. It was extraordinarily shot because they couldn't get anything going offensively. They couldn't get the run going. That bring me to this point here. I said it numerous times. Some teams do not fear the Eagles passing game because they can't run the football effectively. You got Gaineswell and you got Sanders, two guys who are capable of running the ball outside or in the middle of the defense, depending on the plays called. And not enough run plays were called in this game. From what I saw, I think it was 22 pass plays, 11 runs. That's not good. That's not good at all. So it's like you're missing 11 runs, or maybe if they were split down the middle, maybe 11 runs, 11 passing plays, or maybe what was it? What was it called? What was it? That was 33. So if you like 15 runs and 8 or 9 passing plays, that would fit the offense in extraordinary way because he still not running the football. That's a problem to me. And I hope this game against Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I hope they establish the run early and often to get this team momentum going early in this game, because if we run the ball effectively, the Eagles can win the football game outright. And then Hurts will have plenty of time for play action passes, and he can complete some deep balls over the middle like he did with Quez Watkins today, who caught that long ball and sprint almost into the end zone for a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Rager had a few catches. Smith had 7 balls for 77 yards. No touchdown scores. You know what I'm saying? So tight ends, Goddard had a few catches and he had a drop. And so has Ertz, who had a few catches and 1 drop. So they also the ball was also fumbled. They also fumbled the ball once in this game too. So I mean, plenty of stuff to clean up in this game. And they start with the penalties, the interceptions, because he did that. Because he threw an interception. That need to be cleared up. The penalty need to be cleared up, and most importantly, the penalties, the interceptions, and the bad and still bad play calls. All need to be straightened up, because today I give a B+ to Jonathan Gannon. For the first time in a long time, he made some corrections in this early in this game, early and often. I'm just glad he woke up, because we were this close to calling for Gannon's head. This close for calling this boy's head. You know what I'm saying? So in today's game, he made some adjustments, and I'm so glad that's what he did. You know what I'm saying? Because he did the adjustments in the first half, and he did adjustments in the second half. The Eagles defense won this game for the Philadelphia Eagles. It wasn't the offense, because the offense was kind of sloppy. The defense won this game for the Eagles with 3 interceptions, 4 sacks, a lot of pressures, a lot of hits, a lot of hurries, and a lot of knockdowns. So the Eagles defense did their job today, because we were a top 10 ranked defense. I think we still are top 10 defense ranked pretty good. So the Eagles continued their pace defensively to put the offense in position to win football games. Everything will go extraordinarily well, because next game is against Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Tampa Bay. That's not going to be an easy victory, because we think we're getting ready to play the Super Bowl champs. You know what I'm saying? that could be very, very vital, a very vital win because the Eagles made a statement in today's game. They need to make an even better statement in the game against Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So, I'm here, I'm smiling. I haven't smiled in a long time, you know what I'm saying? And so, like my boy Freddie Noach always say, let's warm it up though. This is your boy, The Green Time, coming at you with another video. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. So, we're going out with a mortal victory. 21-18, the Eagles won the game outright. Jalen Hurts, more attempts, less completions, for 198 yards, one interception. He ran the ball in twice for 14 points. They also converted a two. Oh yeah, they also converted a 2-point conversion. That will get the game team 21 because it was 19-18, but 2 points gave him 2 points boost to winning football game. So that's what I forgot to mention. Oh yeah, and special teams did real well. I forgot to mention special teams. They for the first time in a long time they blocked the punt. Last time the Eagles blocked the punt, Doug Peterson was head coach, and that was like 2018, the Super Bowl era. That's the last time the Eagles had won. The Eagles had blocked the punt. So 18, they went that 4 years. That 4 years, the Eagles had blocked the punt. So things are looking up for the Philadelphia Eagles. Things are looking up. So, without any further ado, once again, comment, share, like, and subscribe to my channel. This is your boy, The Green Talent, coming at you. Eagles 21, mortal victory. The Panthers 18 points. Eagles won that football game. And so EAGLES, Eagles. Holla at your boy. Next game, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.